Hello and welcome to this installment of the Flexabed service video series. In this video, you will learn how to install a Flexabed side rail using the drilled mounting style. Flexabed utilizes two different methods of installing side rails. The method that you need to use depends on when your bed was manufactured and which model you purchased. If you ordered your bed after March of 2015, your bed may be equipped to mount side rails without the need for any drilling. In order to determine if your bed is equipped with this feature, check your bed and see if there are two pre-installed bolts on the side of the bed as seen in this picture. If you see these two bolts on either side of the bed, please watch our video on installing our Flexabed side rails using the no drill mounting style. If your bed does not have these two pre-installed bolts, you will need to mount your side rails using the drilled mounting style, which will be explained in this video. In order to properly complete this installation, you will need the following tools: a 7/16 socket driver, a cordless drill, and an optional 1/8 drill bit, a tape measure, and a pen or pencil. The first step is to raise the head of the bed to its most upright positions using your hand control. Having the head of the bed raised all the way up will allow easy access to the underside of the bed. Step 2 is to measure and mark a reference point at the correct location on the head of the bed to determine where to place the side rail for installation. Place the end of your measuring tape at the edge of the head section of the bed and measure down the outside border of the bed as seen here. The distance you need to measure is determined by the length of your bed. Your Flexabed is either 74, 80, or 84 inches long. If your bed is 74 inches long, measure and mark 4 inches from the head of the bed. If your bed is 80 inches long, measure and mark 10 inches from the head of the bed. Finally, if your bed is 84 inches long, measure and mark 12 inches from the head of the bed. In this example, the bed is 80 inches long, so we will measure down 10 inches from the head of the bed and make a mark. If you are installing rails on each side of the bed, repeat this process for the side of the bed you have not marked. You are now ready to mount and install the rails on the bed. When installing your rail, make sure the pointed end of the rail points towards the foot end of the bed as seen in this picture. Step 4 is to align the leading edge of the L bracket with a mark you made in Step 2. This process is much easier if there are two people available to install the rail. One person can hold the rail in place, while the other person attaches the lag bolts to the platform. Once you have aligned the L bracket with your mark, you can screw the lag bolts into the bed's platform using a cordless drill and a 7/16 socket driver. Although a pilot hole is not necessary, some customers prefer to drill a 1/8 pilot hole before attaching the lag screws. Again, pilot holes are not required. It is very important not to over-tighten the lag screws with your drill. Over-tightening the screws will cause the screws to strip out of the wood. Set the torque on your cordless drill to the lowest setting to avoid over-tightening the lag screws. Each side rail has two L brackets that mount the rail to the bed. Each of the L brackets have 4 holes to attach the bracket to the bed using the supplied lag screws. For each rail, there is a total of 8 lag screws that should be attached to the wooden platform on the bed. After you have finished attaching all 8 lag screws to the bed, your rail should be attached and appear as it does here. Your Flexabed side rail is made to swivel into 2 separate positions. The side rail is in the lowered position here. To raise the side rail into an upright position, simply pull on the rail, swivel the rail into the upright position, and finally push down on the rail to lock it back into place. You have now completed installation of your Flexabed side rails. If you have any questions, please contact our service department at 1-800-648-1256. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for making Flexabed your bed for life.